Hey guys, it is Ben, aka the FUSEBOXX. It is Thursday night, which means it is time for FUSEBOXX Engaged. And I am, of course, your host. Well, wait, I just said that, didn't I? Damn it. It has been a pretty busy YouTube day for me. If you have not checked it out yet, I did a video interview with none other than Chrissie Mayr. That's right, the Chrissie Mayr. And we talked about all of the important things in the universe. We discussed life. We discussed love. She psychoanalyzed me. She discovered all of my fears. And yeah, it was one hell of a time. What is up, man? Oh, good lord. You don't tell a Leo that you're muting him. That's just wrong on every level. I'm supposed to be the center of attention in everybody's lives. That's the whole point. What is up, Belmont? It has been a hot minute, my friend. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I am pretty damn stoked. I'm also a little bit nervous because we have got 3 weeks until Outlaw Nights is a launching. And let me pull up real quick. I'm quite pleased with our sign-ups so far. Hell yeah. Let me see here. What am I doing? I will never get this smooth. I will never get this smoothly done. Let me see. Share the screen. All right. After that long ass intermission there, I wanted to say that we have proudly got 125 sign-ups on the email list. Freaking awesome. Hell yeah. On my first campaign, we only had about like 99 on the email list. So now we're all the way up to 125. We're already exceeding the previous records. I am going to take that as an omen of good fortune for what is to come. Now, yeah, that being said, if you haven't signed up yet, click on the link in the description of this video and sign up for the pre-launch page. It is going to give you access to special exclusive perks that you're not going to be able to get on the main campaign. So get on that. I'm dropping it in the chat. I'm dropping it in the chat. I don't know how many signups I've gotten just from the description. God only knows. I figured that the thing on the bottom there saying links in the description would have sufficed, but I guess people don't want to click on it. I don't get that, but you know. Whatever. But yeah, great stuff going on with all that, and I'm sure some of y'all probably know by now that I have started doing extra videos, not just my edited ones. I've decided to start streaming gameplay on the channel. I have been recording videos of me playing Metal Gear Solid 5, and I just uploaded one not even, well, yeah, about 3 hours ago. I had one debut. So, check that out if you will. The first two videos had some weird audio issues going on because for reasons that are beyond me, I was casting on the what the fuck is this program called? PS Remote Play. Every time I would cast it to my computer, it would cut off the sound. And I ended up finding out that it was because my controller was, like, every time I plugged my controller into the computer, it somehow registered that as an audio device. And so I had to go into the settings of the computer and switch it back to the speakers. It took me way too long to figure that out. I'm 33 years old, and yet I feel like an old man. I really do. It's pathetic. Oh, Jesus H. But yeah, check out those Metal Gear videos. Also check out my sit-down interview with Chrissie Mayr. It was a lot of fun. My camera was fucking up in the beginning there, and so she ended up taking over the show for a second, and she shanghaied it, and she made it her own show. So I think you guys are going to want to check that out. And I think you should. Yeah, pop culture wise, what is there to look forward to? Nothing. Yeah, the final episode of She-Hulk debuted today, so my Twitter and my frickin' YouTube was blowing up with all kinds of the reaction videos. I thought they were fun for a while there, and it got to a point where I was getting sick of seeing it. Because I think the biggest issue with reaction channels for me is like everybody talks about the exact same shit over and over again. And that's why, like, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to do that on this channel. As fun as it is to watch, like, you know, watch how bad it gets in the mainstream media, it's like at the same time, if I were to review She-Hulk on this channel, or if I were to review Rings of Power, I'd just be saying the same shit you've heard like thousands of times before. I might have like a tiny different spin on it. Like with Rings of Power, I definitely know like the lore discrepancy. It's even worse than what you hear from guys like Nerdrotic. But you know, again, enough people are talking about that shit. We don't have to beat it to death. I have been in the mood to try to, I guess, get back into looking at certain things that were great back in the day. Problem is I've been having trouble like thinking of stuff that I haven't shown you already. Let's see. No. Shit. What's like a good trailer? Let's watch like a trailer for something that came out before. I think that would be good shit. No, not that one. I was gonna do Assassin's Creed 1 and I'm like, nope. I think I've talked enough about Assassin's Creed. Let's see if there's a good one. Oh, I loved this video. Let me see. I want to make sure I can play this without it fucking with me. I was just talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 earlier today, and so I figured, why not play this? Somebody took a trailer from, well, not even a trailer, they like took clips from Red Dead Redemption 2 and they sent them to Johnny Cash. I will do my best to show this. I think the best way to do it is I'll play a bit, pause, talk, play a bit, pause, talk. Remember the days when YouTube just let you play stuff? Remember that? I remember that.
I've lived a bad life, sister. Beating a man for a few bucks. That's all I am. A fighter. A killer. And a crazy man.
God. They're never gonna beat this game. This is the apex right here. This game.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real.
I love that line. That shit hits me right in the pumper. Jesus.
Ghosts and people.
The stain,
But I've got some people I need to take care of.
the feeling disappear.
We went and made our choices a long time
You
ago.
are someone else.
I guess we gotta pay for our sins.
I am still right here.
God. Whoever did this trailer is fucking poetic.
And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. I will keep myself. I would find a way.
That particular shot right there, that part of the game, to me was the most impressive. The facial structure for Arthur when he starts crying, that shit. I had never seen anything that good in a video game, both in terms of graphics as well as just sheer emotional depth. I had never seen anything like it.
Listen to me. When the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over.
It's based on Logan. God, that shit was good. Lord Almighty. Let's see. I am going to be doing a playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2 for the channel. Let's see if I got this set up correctly. All right. seeps into your soul.
Listen to me. When the time comes, you gotta run and don't look back. This is over.
2017. Good Lord.
Listen to me.
What's up,
We
y'all?
don't want to kill any of you.
What's going on?
But trust me.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm good. How y'all doing?
Alright, we good.
There's a little bit of an echo going on.
Let me check. It might be me. Or let's see. No, I got it muted. Birdcage, that's you messing up the stream, man.
Oh man, that's me.
I don't know. You got a headset on?
Yeah.
Is that me? No, I got that muted. Lordy.
Am I echoing when I talk?
No?
Birdcage. Oh, you left the stream?
Let me see. Yeah, that's not me.
Crap. I'll leave and come back in. I don't know what it is.
Technical difficulties.
Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. But trust me, we will. Wake them up a little. This whole thing is pretty much done. We're more ghosts than people. You have got to keep faith. They will not crush us.
Good old Dutch. My best friend. You know how we met? Pair of hucksters trying to rob each other. Back in 78 or thereabouts.
You have to love yourself a fire. It's one of the blessings. Sure, we can have fire. And we can have the knowledge of fire. But with that comes the knowledge of everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery.
Sons of Dutch. Makes us brothers. Sometimes brothers make mistakes.
You'll never change. I know that.
Oh, Mary.
All of you venerate savagery. And you will die savagely.
Get out here! Stay strong. Stay with me. You have to love yourself a fire.
I have never heard Reverend Swanson do that fire thing. Never heard that before. What is up, gentlemen?
Oh man.
Trying again. Echo?
I don't hear the echo when Wokebreaker talks.
Hey, Birdcage, you gotta take that. You gotta take your headset off. I think.
You still can hear the echo?
Or
A
move your
little
microphone. Or move the mic away from your head, or like away from your mouth.
What about that?
I don't hear it now.
Okay, there we go.
What is going on with y'all?
Just decided to drop in on
Well, I appreciate it.
I'm angry that you got to talk to Chrissie Mayr.
Wow.
That was just all luck.
How'd you get that planned out?
So she came to do a show in town here in New Orleans, and I went to go see her. And then after the show, I decided to like try to see if I could get her to come on the channel. And she kind of just said, "Oh yeah, just email me here and all." And I kind of thought like, well, she's probably just being nice, and she's not gonna come on. But I emailed her anyway, and her manager wrote me back and was like, "Yeah, she can come on sometime this week." And I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, when she came to St. Louis, I had one of the guys that came to an arcade. I don't know, whatever. Ryan Kennel.
Yeah.
Whatever, he came here for a whatever that was, like a meetup thing, because he was traveling to Florida or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the guys there I met, he got a ticket like for free. My dumb self forgot. Like, I knew something was supposed to be going on that night. I'm like, no, it's not church. No, but something. What is it? It was that. It was like 20 minutes before the show, and I realized, and I tried to contact him. He's like, you can still. I screwed up. I could have went for free.
Oh
And,
damn.
Yeah, I was so pissed.
Yeah, you screwed that up.
Shit.
He had an extra ticket, so. But that'd have been funny. How was the show?
Oh, it was good. She was really funny, and she was telling jokes that I didn't think people were allowed to say anymore. And
Oh yeah, perfect. That's what we like.
yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, you can only be canceled if you allow yourself to be canceled.
Yeah. Although I know a few folks who, like, just I think it just depends on whatever industry you're in.
Yeah, I guess because you don't want to, depending on your.
Because
make
yeah,
it
like
mean.
if you're in an industry that's heavy into the woke stuff, it's like you're gonna find yourself pretty isolated.
Yeah, well, that's the last thing we got is comedy.
Yeah, you right about that.
For the most part, I thought comedy has been like kind of on the way out, just because like I never see anything about like the big comics from
Shows.
just 5 years ago.
Kevin Hart just came to St. Louis.
That's incredible.
Came to St. Louis. Dave Chappelle was in St. Louis. A few others. They're still out there, but they're the ones that are afraid to say anything. Obviously, they're not gonna. Like you said, they're not gonna really. They're gonna be more low key about everything.
Yeah.
They don't want. Oh yeah, because like Dave Chappelle, like they were gonna like. They tried to cancel his show, and he was like, "I'll just go next door," or whatever. He did something, and still had. It was still jam packed anyway.
No, I know Dave Chappelle has been doing well. I just know he's had to deal with all kinds of fun bullshit.
Yeah. I like him a lot more than I used to now, because he doesn't put up with people's crap, and like he's hilarious. He just does not. He does not care at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't care at all.
Well, I was talking earlier, like, I think there's going to be a renaissance. I just don't know how soon it's going to be. But I don't think shit's going to keep up this way.
Oh, it can't. I mean, like, oh my God. Somehow, some way, I managed, outside of the first episode when my boys were with me, we did it just to make fun of it. Watched the first episode of She-Hulk.
Oh God.
And we couldn't even finish it. And it is so awful. They're now I guess, like I said, I didn't watch it, but like I keep my ear to the ground so I still know what's going on and whatever.
Me too.
The last episode, what in the, like, they're literally, because like Marvel listens, Disney listens, they know, Marvel knows what people are saying, and they're digging their heels into the ground while they're losing money. Like, so you're gonna make, so you know what the fans are saying, so you're like, ooh, let's put that in the show and make fun of the fans.
They really want a different audience.
It is weird.
They just don't realize that the audience they're trying to get is not really super interested.
No, even they're not interested. Or like she went on like a little rant about like the men with daddy issues or whatever. So she's like, Tony Stark, daddy issues. Star-Lord, double daddy issues. Blah blah blah, daddy issues. That, like, and then they show her twerking. What is this?
Exactly.
What is this?
That was my
Like,
favorite part.
So you're the man. You know what? Get out of my face. Like, they're like, so you're literally going off on all the male legacy characters, even ones maybe we didn't like or we did like, whatever. It's like, let's make fun of Tony Stark, let's make fun of Cap, let's make fun of Star-Lord, let's kick Loki in the balls, let's kick Star-Lord in the balls, let's get, like, man, jeez.
Yeah.
Beta male Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I think it's that they think they're just having fun with it, or they're just being cute, ribbing it, but I think they don't realize that, like, they haven't done anything really serious or anything that builds on the world or the world's lore, like, or at least well enough. So it's like everything is just making fun of itself. So it gets to the point where you just can't take anything seriously anymore.
Man, yeah, I'm like, man, I'm looking at, I saw, like, I mean, I don't know if you watch it or whatever, but like, I saw Hulk's son.
I saw like a picture.
What, like, what? Are we going backwards in CGI? Like, what is happening? What am I looking at?
Yeah.
It's like I could download software on my computer and do that. So bad. It's awful.
It's about 20 years out of date.
Oh my, like, She-Hulk looks like she's always floating around.
Yeah.
Her
and like
eyes are never synced up with her face.
For me, it's her mouth movements. It's like her mouth doesn't move correctly.
Oh, dude. And then Hulk is getting progressively worse as they keep, beta mailing him. It's like he's just getting worse and worse and worse. I don't understand.
Yeah, well, like a lot, the animation issue is just due to the fact that Disney is
exhausted.
Yeah, like they're running low on actual CG artists because they've been overworked, and so they've been quitting en masse. And so they keep having to scramble.
You know what's funny? I think Marvel thinks they're sneaky. I have a feeling I know exactly what they're gonna do. I may not know that because like I said, they listen and then they kind of gauge the audience and they play games and delete stuff or add stuff at the last minute. Like, you know, we know they do that, but like, I have a feeling that, so what is it, Wiccan and Speed, Wanda's kids?
Yeah.
You know, let's see, it's Wiccan, so Wiccan's gay, and, which is whatever, like, if the character's a good character, character's a good character, whatever. But, so when they finally age up Wiccan and whatever his name is, the other twin, I think they literally just introduced Scar to be a replacement for Hawkling, and Scar will end up being gay, and Scar and Wiccan will hook up in the next couple years when they like do Young Avengers or however they're gonna do that story. I don't know what they were gonna do with it, but like, I
can see that happening.
They just think they're so sneaky. It's like, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I'm not dumb.
I was just wondering what was going on with Scar's hair.
I don't know. It's just like freaking rings of. Nah. Every time I want to say something, I can't get it out, and I just want to like throw up. Like the Rings of Power, the black guy, the black elf with the fade cut or whatever. It's like, did he just go to, man? Who's cutting hair like that?
None of the hair in Rings of Power looks good.
It's so like.
He actually has the best haircut in that show compared to everybody
It's a black.
else.
Of course he does. It's a. What are you gonna do with a black guy's hair that's a short like shortcut? He's like. Line him up. Who lined him up? Is he going around the Shire with the Hobbit barber? Like, or like, I don't get it. What the freaking heck is going on?
A Hobbit barber, though.
The Hobbit hood. Hobbit hood.
Yeah, like the elves in the show. I mean, the fact that Celebrimbor looks like an old man is no.
What is with their ears? I don't like them.
That's probably the least offensive part of them for me.
the least of many things.
It's like the hair in and of itself is the most offensive part, and like the fact that you got like old, ugly people playing elves.
The acting. You know how they've been making those stupid memes of the guiding light and like the what do you call those shows? Soap opera intros or whatever for Rings of Power. But like, those are hilarious. But the sad part is that acting is just as bad.
Oh hell yeah!
It's just like that. It's like watching a. Ugh.
Well, I think
don't do it, Birdcage. Don't watch it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I think the acting would be more acceptable if, like, the writing was decent. But the writing is horrible. It's incredibly stupid.
Yeah, that's just weird. I don't understand.
I've been watching House of the Dragon, and that's pretty good.
I wasn't. Yeah, I watched Game of Thrones way back when, but I wasn't like a whatever. I was more of a normie type person when it came to Game of Thrones, so I don't know I got to know it. I got to know it from not the books, but from the show.
Yeah, me too.
But so House of Dragons is like I didn't really care about it at all.
Like, I'm a big Tolkien fan. Like, I've read all of Tolkien's stuff for the most part, with the exception of, like, the most recent books. But, that's why it's, like, it's kind of mind-blowing that I actually prefer a George R.R. Martin show to a Tolkien show.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they did hijack it on purpose. Like, they literally hijacked it to push. So it's like, it's not really... You know, they're just trying to destroy stuff on out of spite, you know.
I get, like, I think in their minds they don't think they're destroying it. It's just that most of them, I get the vibe that they read like Cliff Notes, and they were like, okay, I think we know what to do with this, you know.
Yeah, I get. I was like, eh. You know what would have been cool? C.S. Lewis and
Don't give them any ideas.
No, yeah, I know. Like, but if they merge and like were able to like come up with some insane fantasy story from both of their minds, like that'd have been crazy. Like, I like the Chronicles, Narnia.
Yeah, I liked it. All right.
Yeah.
It wasn't my
I'll be
favorite.
honest with you. I think the movies. Like not the cartoon movies from the '80s, and like the movies, the recent movies that they did. I thought they were. The first one was probably my favorite one. I thought that it was a good. It really it transported you, so you felt like you were just away from the world. You know what I mean? Whereas all this other stuff is like I'm trying to get out of the world. I just had a bad day at work. I just want to watch orcs and goblins and witches and, you know, whatever, demon cows destroying things or whatever. I don't know what a demon cow is, but just like, you know what I mean? I don't want to know that the demon cow is a non-binary. But like, why are you bringing modern day stuff and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. The gargoyles' pronouns is she, her, them, they, them. I don't care. I just want to see the gargoyle come to life and beat the crap out of people.
Yeah.
All right, Birdcage, what you got to say?
Oh man, I'm just listening. Majority of these shows I haven't even checked out yet.
All I've done is watch like reviews. I haven't watched She-Hulk. I haven't watched Rings of Power. I don't even have Disney Plus.
Oh, I don't.
Me neither.
I watch. If I ever get curious, I'll just say I don't use their platform to watch anything. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm not giving Disney another dime. I mean, they were shitty like 10 years ago, but they weren't anywhere near as shitty as they are now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous now.
Yeah, it's I don't know. They keep getting worse and worse with with conflating. I don't know. They would like to take terminology and definitions and stuff and twist them and stuff so they can make you out to be the bad guy or whatever. It's like in She-Hulk. I watched the clip. She was talking to. Oh no, it wasn't. Freaking Velma. Stupid Scooby-Doo. Oh my god.
Oh wow, yeah, I seen that.
Dude, what in the look?
They ruined it.
They did the same thing, or I wonder if Disney saw that and then took the idea from that. But Velma is talking in third person or whatever, and
you mean for She-Hulk?
Yeah, for not like She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall all the time and stuff. But I mean, I'm talking about like for specifically like this episode. At the end of the episode, they're kind of like they're being real meta about everything. So it's kind of like Velma is like, or freaking that annoying girl from The Office. I always forget her name. Mia. Ugh. She's not funny. There's nothing funny about her ever in life. She's not a funny person.
I thought she was funny in The Office, but that's about it.
Well, her role in The Office, yeah, she did what she was supposed to do in The Office, but like she's trying to. So anyway, she like someone's texting her or whatever, and man, you should play it. So you could. I don't know. It's hard to explain how they did it. They're literally talking to us about fans that complain about what they're doing. Oh man. I hope that show fails so bad.
I was never even interested in, like, I just thought, like, Scooby-Doo is something that's gone on way too long.
I don't understand how Scooby-Doo survived, really. It's just like, it just keeps... I never thought Scooby-Doo was good, ever. I mean, I watched it when I was a kid, but, like, only because it was, like, you know, Transformers wasn't on, or the other Hanna-Barbera shows weren't on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and, like, it was never good because literally every single episode is exactly the same.
They find out who he was at the end.
It follows the same story arc beat for beat every single episode, with like slight variations in the jokes, but you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
And it was like somehow this franchise has kept going. They keep trying to reinvent it over and over and over.
Yeah. And then, I mean, as soon as more progressive people got a hold of it, they constantly were trying to, like, or it may not have been them per se, but you know how, like, fans will create drama between, you know, I'm Jordan, I'm LeBron, and Jordan and LeBron could be, like, best friends, but, like, because the fans are, you create, like, a false beef between whatever. It was kind of like, it's kind of like similar, like they were working on wanting them to become, Velma to become gay or, you know, lesbian or whatever, so you start getting like more like fan fiction stuff about it, and then the studios wanted, you know, they want to cater and be woke, so they're thinking about it and would like hint but not really do it all the way. But then because they hinted, now those people are mad because they gay baited but didn't go all the way through with it. So now you have to go all the way through with it because you can't ever, you know, you can never please those people. It's just, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, the biggest issue is, I think with a lot of stuff like that, they're trying to please everybody, and they're not gonna please anybody if they do that.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. It's weird. I kind of, you know what the strange thing is? I don't even Oh Lord. Okay, let's go. Let's watch it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, Birdcage, but
I can see it.
Dear HBO Max, I just learned you intend to make a genre-bending comedic origin story of Judy Jetson. When I heard this new version of Judy Jetson wouldn't be boy crazy, the only word I had to describe my disgust is jinkies. If there is one thing the internet agrees on, it's that you should never change anything ever. I hope you die. Sincerely, Velma. Well, at least Judy's still white.
here.
Caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. Do you like solving mysteries?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
That's the mystery. And solve it quick, because I'm in your house.
A serial killer calling from inside my house? Yes, that's a classic, and that's my point. Why change anything when the classics all still work, right? Wait, you're inside my house?
I'm sorry, it's not funny. Even if it's like a little, like a chuckle, like ha ha, it's like that's some bogus nonsense, man. I'm sick of that crap.
Well, from everything I'm seeing from that, they're doing what people were talking about with with the last episode of She-Hulk, where they're literally making the internet critics into the villain or into some kind of a meta joke.
Yep.
Because that was it's Velma being like, "Oh, at least she's still white," you know.
Yeah, what is that all about?
They think they're being clever.
The weird part is, someone sat down at a boardroom somewhere and said, "Yeah, let's do it." Someone sit there and A-okayed that.
It's because they think they're trolling the internet. They think they're trolling YouTube. Like they think, like, you know, we know what you say about us. Well, now we're gonna turn it into a joke.
But then it's gonna fail. But you know they already have preset statements and stuff already ready. So when the show fails, I guarantee you, with Shaggy being black, and
he's not even Shaggy. They named him like Norville.
That's his actual real name in real life. In canon, Shaggy's full name is his first name is actually Norville. It is, yeah. I know, right? So think about this. Oh, this is so annoying. So they're going to, let's see, what is this? October 13th. Give it 2 weeks. Mindy, when this show fails, and people on Twitter like me is going to be, because I'm always trolling people and stuff. So I'm gonna say stuff and keyboard warrior like I always do. And then there's going to be posts. Then you're going to see her posting about people don't like it because they're racist because Velma's being played by an Indian woman. And they're gonna use it. And I guarantee you they already have the statements already ready. You know they do. Just like they do all these other movies and TV shows and bent gender race swap, not crap, bull crap. I'm so sick of it.
Well, I mean, just the number one argument for something like this, which it seems like they were trying to make fun of that, but it still doesn't change the argument, which is, why take Scooby-Doo and do this? Like, why not do something?
Scooby-Doo's not even in the show.
I know, and like that's even weirder. It's like, why do this? Like, why not do a new show? Something new.
No. Why? Why would you do? You took the time to create a black Shaggy, but you couldn't. Man, look.
I mean, if they want to parody Scooby-Doo, like
make a show like the Orville.
Yeah, do something like that. Like you can easily like do a parody of like the Scooby-Doo formula. And people would get it, but I mean, like, making them the characters and all that, like, making it an actual, like, reboot or something.
It's so weird. It's clearly going to be more adult because it's on HBO Max. It's not for kids and stuff, but it's just...
Which is yet another weird thing.
I don't know. People are weird, man.
Well, it's like they're deliberately making these things just to piss people off.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they do it out of spite now. They put their foot in the ground and throw a tantrum, and we're gonna do it anyway. You know what I mean?
I will say it was an odd choice that they decided to make Velma the one making the joke, like she's the internet troll. That was weird.
Well, because you know what it is it's Mindy's. It's Mindy's personality being thrown onto Velma. That's what it is.
Well, I mean, like the fact that in the trailer she's the one complaining about race swapping.
Oh,
and all that.
Yeah, because they're trying.
That was a peculiar choice.
They're showing us. Look. This is what you guys do. Look. You know what I mean? So stupid.
Well, it's just normally you would do something like what She-Hulk did, which was like you have the villain doing that.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, they introduced some organization in the She-Hulk show that is literally, like, supposed to be YouTube. And they're, like, the bad guys in the final couple episodes.
Birdcage said he loves She-Hulk. So he told me on Skype.
I did enjoy the Megan Thee Stallion part.
No, please God, no.
That was Marvel's lowest moment.
But
yes,
to me,
it was.
But at the very least, it was like it was just stupid. It wasn't offensive stupid.
It was unnecessary stupid.
It was unnecessary stupid.
It's like it was already a bust, so let's just have fun with it.
What a disaster. I literally didn't think, like, I get like Shang-Chi and I get those movies that, like, they're bad, whatever. The most of Disney Plus shows are like, okay, whatever. Falcon and Winter Soldier preaching at you. Hawkeye getting replaced. Girl Kingpin gets his ball snapped off.
I don't really know. I think I know the least amount about the Hawkeye show.
Oh man, I still remember to this day. I made it 32 minutes in. No, it was 17 minutes in. I made it 17 minutes in, and I just had to, like, whoop, and didn't look back. I was done. It was ridiculous.
Man, that bad, huh?
Yeah, I actually was gonna do my first actual video on the Hawkeye, like a review. I was like, I can't force my. I don't know how like Nerdrotic and Az and all those. I don't know how they, like. Man, how do they force themselves to watch this stuff? I would see. There's certain scenes and stuff. I would probably, like, break my window or something. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I don't have the patience for stupidity. So, like, if it's so dumb, I can't do it. I don't think I would be able to review. I don't think I would be a good reviewer. I'd just be like, this is crap. Don't watch it. Thank you for watching the video. that would be my video.
I think I'd be decent at it. It's just that
you're more low-key.
To me, though, that it's like you already got guys like Nerdrotic and Az and all them covering it already, and I feel like if I did that too, it's like there's not much else I'm gonna say that's gonna be super different.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I did make a video. I might still put it up, but, like, it was I actually have it saved on my computer of how to introduce Storm into the MCU, like, whether they had the rights at the time or not. But, like, just like they did Wanda, where it was like, it wasn't Scarlet Witch, but they could say Ororo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's like all the slam dunks, Disney's like, nah, no thanks, coach. We want to do it the hard way.
Well, yeah, they choose the weirdest, dumbest way of doing it.
I'm like,
I gotta give them credit. Like, there's no way I can predict how they're gonna do it, because it always ends up being dumber than I thought.
Yeah. So, like, my initial idea. So basically, like, for Storm, like, I know the multiverse and all. Like, who knows how they were gonna do it? They didn't have the rights, and now they have the rights. Whatever. I get it. But it was like, you're doing all this. Oh, man, I'm like, I had a couple ideas. Like, okay, so instead of introducing, Makari from the Eternals, who's a guy, and turning the guy into a black female speedster. And you know what the sad part is? When I watch Eternals, that I did not pay for, by the way, the movie's awful. But the girl that played the speedster, I don't know if you watched the movie or not.
I did.
Dude, I'm gonna actually, I want to vomit in my mouth. I want to throw up even saying it, but they did their speedsters, like, this girl, whoever played this girl, and she's mute. No, she's deaf.
Yeah.
She's deaf. She's deaf, and she's a speedster, right? So she's sign language. She was sick. She was sick. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, but why did you race and gender swap the character? Because that's not Makari. Like, why did you do that? The girl could have been freaking. She could have went to the DC universe and played Vixen, or she could have been like Storm or something. Like, I don't understand. Marvel, what is wrong with you? Like, why do you want to do sloppy seconds all the time?
I'm pretty sure that actress was in like the later seasons of Walking Dead. And I think it was the same thing. She was deaf.
Well, dude, she played that role. The way they shot those scenes, specifically with her, like the movie in itself was hot garbage. But with her, they did a good job. But my point was, okay, so here's T'Challa, right? You got T'Challa, or you got King T'Chaka, and then you got T'Challa. Okay, clearly they're, Africa, Wakanda. So I think Storm is from Namibia. Is that where she's from? I don't remember.
No, she's from Africa. That's about all I know.
But either way, we know that Wakanda is closed off to the world, and you could have had it where you don't even have to say mutants or whatever. You could just, this girl, she has these powers, right? So it could have been a friend of T'Challa's when he was a child, right? A girl that he used to play with, and then let's say she's throws a tantrum, or she gets upset, or she gets hurt, or whatever is her trigger, right? She starts crying, then it starts raining, thunderstorm, and then her parents, or basically it's multiple different ways. You can have it where she's born, but Africa has like witchcraft stuff, so she's born, but she's born with this white hair, white glowing eyes, right? So their village is like, no, she's got to go. So the parents either are scared and hate her and try to get rid of her, or let's say like the mom and dad can't agree, and the father, they have to sacrifice her. They got to do something, or something, just get her out of the village. Well, the mom, being a mom, protects her, sends her to Wakanda for protection, and she joins one of the tribes, and they hide her away. Or all sorts of different ways. All sorts of different ways you could do this, and you just don't. She could have been and then, so like in Black Panther 2, my thought pattern was like, okay, so you see her in I was gonna say that Captain America Winter Soldier Falcon and Winter Soldier, that stupid series. What was that city that they were in? Wolverine used to go there. Whatever. It's a bunch of just like, it's like a seedy New York type place or whatever. Anyway, so let's say you see her walking around, right? T'Challa dies clearly in the movie, so you have you just have flashbacks of them playing as kids and their last moment playing together, or maybe like King T'Chaka said, "I don't want you playing with this girl. She's witchcraft. We don't deal with that, whatever." And then they're not allowed to play with each other, but they don't see each other for a long time. She finds out that he dies. She finds out that he dies. So she wraps her head, but and goes to the funeral, but she stays way off in the background, almost like in a kind of a similar scene like in Endgame when Tony had his funeral, and you have people, they're just kind of in layers to the back. She's at the very, very, very back, and like one of her strands pops out of her hair, but Okoye sees it and was like, "Who is this person?" Because she's never seen her before, and obviously she's part of the Dora Milaje, so she needs to be like, "Who is this person?" And then it goes off to wherever, anything, and then that's how you introduce Ororo.
Well, they're not gonna do anything like that.
I know. I know.
Nothing like that.
I know.
I'm thinking they're most likely gonna do some kind of multiverse bullshit. Like they're gonna pull her in from like the Sony universe or something.
I don't know. It's such a mess right now. And then how are you gonna? It was so disrespectful. And we know, I guarantee you right now, I'll put my entire, well, nothing. I don't have a whole, I don't got a whole bunch of money. But these 2 cents and my keyboard mouse on it. That Fantastic Four, they may play games, they may be sneaky, and it could be John Krasinski for a moment, and then all of a sudden they flip it. Kang is black. Kang's a descendant of Reed. So what are they gonna do? Make Reed white? No, it's Marvel. You know Reed's gonna be black. You know he's gonna be black. You know for a fact that he's not. They are not gonna have straight white, all straight, all white. The first family of Marvel be what they're supposed to be. They're incapable of doing that.
Well, they gotta hit the quota.
Even if they did the multiverse, they'll use an excuse like multiverse, like, well, Reed Richards from Multiverse of Madness was from that universe, so technically there was a Fantastic Four. You know, it's like, come on, man, just freaking stop.
Yeah, that's gonna be the concession.
Like, if they do that, it's over. Like, no one's gonna care about X-Men, how much time passed between Fox X-Men and this X-Men. You know what? I can't even believe I'm saying this. Me and Birdcage just talk about, like, I would come up with theories, like, ooh, I bet you're gonna do this to introduce come up with these theories and stuff. They done messed up so bad. I do not want to see anyone come into the MCU that I love. I don't want to see
nobody.
I don't want to. If Gambit, if they show Gambit, I swear, if Channing Tatum puts his filthy Magic Mike hands on that bow staff, I'm going to be pissed.
I would not be shocked in the slightest.
Yeah, me neither.
Dude, like, they're Victoria Alonso and them, you know that the X-Men is outdated. They have women heroes in their group, so I don't think. Oh, would you shut up?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, they're probably gonna be like they're gonna probably change the name to something like Mutants or just New Mutants or whatever. Although we're getting Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. So that stinks of desperation, but you know.
Yeah, they were sneaky. Right. They were sneaky with that. They were like, and I agree. I actually had watched one of the. I was already thinking this, and then I was watching. I don't know what video it was. It just came up with Nerdrotic or one of those guys. Somebody was talking about like they were being desperate because if they would have announced it at D23, right? They should have said something to just give fans. And then when they released the slate of garbage that they're coming out, and the amount of, because like they always talk about like Twitter isn't real life, but when they can see like, oh, we're being ratioed and where people are talking, like I said, Marvel changes their tune. They're like, we gotta do something. Somebody call Ryan Reynolds, quick, get Hugh Jackman on the phone. Right? You know that's what they did. Last minute. They weren't planning on doing that. It wasn't a Deadpool 3 announcement. It was, look, we need help. Please say anything. Just say this and get us some traction. And that's what they did. Talking about Hugh Jackman. Man, you little hacks.
Well, the movie would have a chance if it's rated R. If it's announced as being like PG-13, that pretty much tells you just don't watch it at all. It's not worth it.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, in with the Hugh Hackman, I hate saying his name. I always say it wrong. Hugh Hackman, Hockey Hawking, it's all, that's super baity. You know there's gonna be something where he's like, he's in it, but not as Wolverine. I mean, obviously he's Wolverine, but like he's, you know, he's Logan, but he's puts the suit down and he's never fought. I don't know.
I can see them giving him the Matt Murdock She-Hulk treatment.
Dude.
Where it's like, we got the actor, but he's written totally different.
Oh, yeah.
He's funny.
See that.
He's totally funny now, guys. He's silly.
You know what's funny is that this was so bad. Like I said, I don't watch this stuff anymore, but I do watch clips. Look. I watched the Daredevil Netflix series, and don't get me, I like it. I feel like it's fine. There were parts that were kind of slow sometimes, but like the brutality of that, like in the Punisher series was just, man, that show was brutal. But like the Daredevil series, man, like you're watching him. Or even the stunt double, whatever. They're fighting and whatever. I don't think all the choreography was super great, but I think in an overall sense it was good. Like, overall good. I literally watched...
It was the running shots that were good.
Yeah. I watched Daredevil jump over the parking garage or whatever they were at when he was fighting She-Hulk, right? He's jumping down from, I guess, what do you call it? Like from level to level, all the way down to the ground. Why does he look like he's a rubber band Gumby Spider-Man looking? What was that? It was, they CGI'd him jumping around like he was Spider-Man. It was awful. I feel so sorry for that guy. He needed a job. He was like, I'll take it, sure. And then now we're getting a She-Hulk freaking Matt Murdock love interest crap. Ugh.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Well, I mean, the first thought I had was, well, I guess Elektra's out of the picture for good. I mean, I know she's dead, but I mean, there's always a way to bring them back.
I'll be right back.
Oh, it's cool. Lord Almighty. Jesus. I miss that show. I really liked the Daredevil Netflix series. Probably one of the best things that Marvel put out. Let me see. Netflix. So a trailer. I can play trailers. Let me see. Right here.
When I was a kid, I used to dream what it would be like to live somewhere far away from Hell's Kitchen. But I realized the city was a part of me. It was in my blood. And I would do anything to make it a better place.
Good and evil. Sometimes the difference between the two is a sharp line. Sometimes it's a blur. Sometimes we have to do things outside of the law.
We're gonna make a difference. I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes, but we are.
You're blind, but you see so much.
I hear things.
You know what they call stuff like that? Gifts. I'm gonna train you.
Use it.
There are other ways to see.
Are left behind.
I don't see the city anymore.
Each breath you take is mine.
There's only dark corners.
I'll keep you safe, Karen. I have to be the man this city needs.
What are you gonna do?
Whatever it takes.
We fight every night for something. When the sun sets, we're both the same.
You and I have a lot in common. We're nothing alike.
We can't go back for nothing. Take care.
The man feels that make you good. I respect your conviction. The lone man thinks he can make a difference.
Darkness is dark.
That would explain why you keep getting your asses handed to you.
Ah, Jesus. And they're all, and Raymond, that's not canon. Which, that's the dumbest move they could have made. But, you know, let's see if I can play this without getting any copyright bullshit. Because yeah, I think the thing about the Daredevil show that everybody loves is the extended hallway fights. Or the fights going on, like, it's all in one shot. And I mean, you gotta be on it when you're doing a big fight sequence, all done in one shot with the moving camera. Like, everything's gonna be on the could have had a cut there. It blends too well. I actually like how they're all getting fatigued. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, that was good. That was cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy like how they get really fatigued. That's one of my favorite parts.
Birdcage had the young Birdcage got up.
I figured.
He's like ninja disappeared.
He might have been frightened by the Daredevil scene. But yeah, now this show is considered non-canon, which makes no sense.
I thought it was more like, wasn't it more loosely? Wasn't it the Netflix stuff? Wasn't it? Because like they would say like the big thing in New York, the big green guy. Like they would never like. But then it was weird on ABC with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which guilty pleasure. I actually enjoyed Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for the like up to a certain point, but like what Nick Fury came on there.
I think so.
A lot of stuff didn't make sense because it's like Hawkeye and Mockingbird were a thing. That's the problem when you have like stuff spread out everywhere. It's like you have all your properties. DC, they're horrible. They just got stuff. They got different versions of people. The CW, HBO Max, the DCEU. You got here, there, Stargirl. Like you got like it's just 3 Batmans, 2 Aquaman. It's like what's going on? You said Diggle from Arrow was gonna be nope, not now. But Stargirl has a Green Lantern. It's like what? Everything is just like. DC has too much stuff. No, I mean too much stuff spread out.
Lord. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I'm one of those weirdos where I'm like, I kind of just wish they would take a break with all the superhero stuff. Like, I feel like it's been going on a little too long.
Well, the sucky part is, I think it's more, it wasn't handled properly. Like obviously, Marvel didn't have they didn't have ACW, so DC kind of had that in the bag, connected universe, TV-wise is what I mean. But then you do it so cheesy. It sucks because now if we want to get anything cool again, actually you're right. There has to be a cooling off phase and then slowly bring stuff back to get people excited about it. But when you show it, you got to show that it's look like it's going to be good. Like, have you ever watched Superman and Lois?
I have not.
Really?
Like, to me, the best Superman show will always be Smallville.
So, okay, so this is very, very odd. I guess you probably can tell I'm pretty stubborn to these shows and all that kind of stuff, but like I can't I think I said it before. I don't like saying things are good or like I can easily say things are bad, but like saying stuff is good is like ugh, I don't like saying it, but it actually is. It's actually good, not like okay-ish. It's actually like I can't believe I'm watching this and want to keep watching it over and over again. The only thing they did do one woke-ish thing, but overall. It hasn't. So the one thing that they did do, that was. It was real sneaky. So they clearly have a higher budget. They have a higher budget. It's no longer canon to the Arrowverse. You find out some crap or whatever, but Arrowverse is being like destroyed anyway. They're like whatever, but Superman and Lois survived that whole deal with the merging and buyout and all that crap. But like, what they did was the black guy. I don't know what his name is, but everyone thought if a bald black guy, and then you hear like on the trailers before season 1, something. Yes, Mr. Luther. So you know that they edited that trailer like that on purpose to get reactions, to get people like me to react. But I was like, no, you guys are being sneaky. You're wanting people to react upset so you can say people don't want Lex Luthor because and it's not. He's not. So that was the only kind of like little baitish thing they tried to do, like to bait people into like getting upset about it. But man, look, from the first episode, I cannot believe I was watching a CW show, or at least a show that was on the CW. I could not believe it. I got my sons to watch, and they were like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what happened or where they got this money from." Like the action sequences are amazing. The one boy is a little annoying. He's just, his acting is a little bit whatever. But Lois acts like Lois. Lois acts like Lois. Tyler, that plays Superman, he's a smaller guy. He's not like Henry Cavill, he's not that big like that. But like he does well. Like hope, inspiration, truth, just like he is that goody two shoe looking guy. Like he nails Clark and he nails Superman at the same time. I'm like, I don't know. It's really weird to say. I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, the finale of last season blew my brain. It blew my mind. Okay. I'll say one last thing. There is a scene in there. There is a scene in this show. Mind you, I know that they're technically HBO, but like whatever, they're playing on both platforms or whatever. But I'm sitting here watching a CW show called Superman and Lois, and I see this scene. Hands down, I won't say it's the top. One of the best superhero sequences I've ever seen in my entire life, and that's including like the Wakanda scene with Cap running up on Black Panther to help, like catching up with them. The end game thing with the grabbing the thing and then they go in the back. Like it is Thor entering Wakanda. Like this was like, I almost would say that this like is actually like tops that. I couldn't believe it. It was just him. It was him and something that he did. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I couldn't believe it. It was incredible. You can tell that they took their time with it. The CGI is good. Like everything is really, really, really well done. I recommend it.
Well, I wanted to see them make Smallville's Superman into like a movie. Like to me, Michael Rosenbaum is Lex Luthor.
Hey, listen. Listen. Yes. Okay, yes, because like I have not seen. And of course, it was for a younger audience, not younger, but it was like young adult, teen, older, whatever.
Yeah.
But like that Lex Luthor right there, that top, hands down, that's Lex Luthor. Like I was so ticked off when, and I'll be honest, I had like some what do you call it, like a guilty pleasure watching like the CW, like the crossover. Like
Well, I really liked. Like, I legitimately really enjoy the first couple seasons of Arrow and the first couple seasons of Flash.
Yeah.
Like, those were really good.
I watched all of them all the way through. Flash has just been destroyed, but
yeah.
You know, Arrow had this like hit or miss seasons in between or whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I still watched them all the way through. The choreography got better over time. But the crossovers, when they were going to have like big like crisis events and stuff, I was like, why are you not getting Michael Rosen? Like, how do you not even get him? I mean, freaking Tom Welling showed up on the crossover.
Well, I hated that little cameo they gave him because they made it to where he's no longer Superman.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, so the build-up in Smallville was for nothing.
Oh, well, he said that he no longer. Wait, what did he say? He said
he gave up his powers after a while so that he could have a family life or some shit.
He gave up his powers? Or I thought he just...
It was that he uses the blue kryptonite.
Oh. That whole thing, look, I don't know, that guy from the freaking I'm about to say My Two Dads. What is that? My Three Sons. What is that show called? The other guy. Guy.
You talking about for Jonathan Kent?
No. Goodness. John Cryer. Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
What? Look. I heard someone online literally say, man, he really brings it on Supergirl as Lex Luthor. I was like, what? John Cryer? You think he's a good Lex Luthor? When he got cast as Lex Luthor in Supergirl, it made sense because Supergirl. I was like, how? Like, in what alternate universe? Yeah, that was weird, man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, it is about that time for us to wrap on up. Where can we find you, Woke Breaker?
On my couch watching King of Queens. Doug Heffernan. No. Which I'm about to do in a minute. Just Twitter, The Woke Breaker, YouTube, The Woke Breaker. And that's about it, really. I mean, I guess I have other stuff too, but those are the main two. Yeah.
Fair enough. And I am, of course, Ben, aka the FUSEBOXX. And you can find me on Twitter at Knights Outlaw. You can also find me on Instagram at Outlaw Knights. And you can find me on Facebook under my real name, Ben Fuselier, Fuselier. And don't forget to click on the link in the description. Sign up for Outlaw Nights. We are going to be launching in 3 weeks. And you're going to want to be on that email list so you can get access to those exclusive perks. Not going to be able to get them on the main campaign. If you like anything we had to say, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. If you didn't like what we had to say, go ahead and hit the dislike button. I'm not going to be able to see it, so whatever. Pop on off. And thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and we will talk to you all later.